సార్ నమస్కారం సార్.
నమస్తే మేడం, చెప్పండి.
బాగున్నారా సార్?
బాగున్నా మేడం.
ఇట్లా నా వెబినార్లో అన్నా కలిసి అంత సంతోషం.
ఓకే సార్.
వినిపిస్తుంది కదా సార్? ఇప్పుడు చెప్పడం ఏం చెప్పట్లేదు, ఇక్కడనైతే మాట్లాడినట్టు చూపిస్తుంది కానీ అసలు.
సుచరణ్ సార్. సుచరణ్ సార్.
సార్ చెప్పండి. సార్ చెప్పండి.
సార్ స్క్రీన్ షేర్ చేస్తున్నారా?
లేదు,
తర్వాత స్టార్ట్.
అదే ట్రయల్ చేసిన సార్, అంతే చూసిన. ఓకే.
మేడం రాణి మేడం.
సార్
స్టార్ట్.
ఓకే సార్. Good morning to everyone.
Good morning, madam.
Very good morning. Am I audible, all of you?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, sir. Good morning to once again the Department of Botany, Government Degree College, Autonomous, Siddipeta, organizing one-day state-level webinar on restoration of agriculture through Agro-Forestry. Respected principal sir, guest of honor, beloved faculty from various GDCs from all over the Telangana state, and my dear student friends, a warm welcome to everyone. Myself, Dr. K. Rani from Department of Botany, Government Degree College, Autonomous, Siddipeta. Welcome you all to the state level webinar on restoration of agriculture through Agro-Forestry. Okay, na sir?
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. So it gives me immense pleasure to extend to you all a very warm welcome on behalf of Department of Botany, Agriculture through Agro-Forestry. So now I invite the chairman of this program, this webinar. I consider it a great honor to welcome Dr. C.H. Prasad sir, dynamic principal of this prestigious college, Government Degree College, Siddipeta. Thank you, sir. Thanking you. With equal pleasure, I invite the vice principal of this college. So an ideal of knowledge and experience and inspiration to all of us, Dr. Hussain sir. Welcome you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. And we look forward for the presence of the guest of honor, Dr. C.H. Madhusudan sir, dynamic IQAC coordinator of this prestigious college. Welcoming you, sir. Welcome, sir. Now, it is the time to invite the coordinator of this program, M. Shyam Sundar sir, head Department of Botany. Welcome, sir. Thank you, sir. And now invite the senior faculty, Dr. K. Bhavani madam, head Department of Economics. Nara madam, head Department of Economics. Please welcoming you, ma'am. Now I invite the science coordinator of Government Degree College, Autonomous, Siddipeta, Salim Pasha sir. Please welcome, sir. Department of Chemistry welcoming you, sir. And now invite the Arts Coordinator of this college, Senior Faculty Member, Dr. Gopala Sudarshanam sir. Please welcome you, sir. Welcome, sir. And welcome you all participants, my dear students. Please welcome you all for this webinar, one-day state level on topic of the restoration of the agriculture through agroforestry. Thank you one and all. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. And please, Madam Unnara, Shyam sir. Bhavani ma'am, please few words regarding this webinar.
Yes.
Uh,
Hello.
Ma'am, please.
Good morning.
Ma'am.
Good morning, everybody. It's my privilege on behalf of our beloved respected principal sir, as in charge of today's state level webinar of agriculture through agroforestry, organized by Department of Botany. I must congratulate the Department of Botany and the convener, Head Department of Botany, Dr. Shyam Sundar sir, and Dr. Rani, and all the faculty members of Department of Botany. I must congratulate all the faculty, and I invite J. Sucharan sir.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Madam, please carry on.
J. Sucharan sir, a lecturer, Department of Botany and Forestry, Government Degree College, and Kamaredi. Thank you, sir, for accepting, and we are for your wonderful lecture on restoration of agriculture through agroforestry. Thank you. I invite on behalf of principal and the Department of Botany, and also whole college and Department of Economics, myself also. Thank you, sir. I should thanks to our principal, sir, to giving this opportunity to invite all you. Thank you.
Oh, okay, madam. Thank you, madam. Please, sorry, sir. I am profusely elated to take an opportunity to introduce our resource person of today's webinar, J. Sucharan sir, Department of Botany and Forestry, Government Arts and Science College, Kamaredi Committee. And on behalf of Government Degree College, Autonomous Siddipeta, welcoming you, sir. Please. Thank you, sir. I thank you, sir, for providing his gracious presence to join us today to enrich our knowledge. Thanking you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Please. And IQAC, sir, Madhusudan, sir. Sir, Shraddhanandam, sir. Sudarshan, sir, please. ఎవరెవరు ఉన్నారు ఇందులో ఒకసారి చూపు.
బాగానే ఉంది, వెళ్తారు. ఇట్లా కనిపిస్తుంది నాకు.
ఎవరు? సలీం పాషా ఉన్నారా? సుదర్శన్ సార్ మాట్లాడ.
చూసిపోమన్నారు.
నాదా నిజము.
Hello. Now I invite the Pallavi madam, Head Department of Microbiology. Please viewers regarding this webinar, madam. Please carry on.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, ma'am.
It gives me an immense pleasure inviting all the participants to the webinar, and I also congratulate the Botany Department for organizing such a wonderful program during this pandemic period. And I welcome Sucharan sir, who is the resource person for today's webinar. And I thank once again for giving this opportunity and all the best. And I hope all the participants will be greatly benefited with this webinar and lecture today. Thank you very much. Over
Okay.
to Rani.
Now, I invite the Shailja madam for give the introduction about that resource person today's webinar. Please, Madam Shailja madam, please carry on.
Pleasure to read out today our speaker resource person the lecturer at Government Arts and Science College, Mamareddy, studied a degree forestry from same college, Government Arts and Science College in 1999. After the degree, pursued PG diploma in Mechanical Wood Industries Technology at IBI RTA in 2001. And then he worked as floor manager in plywood industry for 1 year. Then pursued MSc Ecology and Environmental Sciences at Sikkim Manipal University, Director in 2002 and 2004 with specialization in ecology. Then joined as lecturer in 2005 at the Kamareddy Government Arts and Science College. Up to now, 16 years teaching experience in forestry.
మేడం కొందరు సార్ వాళ్ళని అన్మ్యూట్ లో పెట్టమనండి. మీరు మాట్లాడేది వేరే వాళ్ళకి అసలు అర్థం అవుతలేదు.
Please.
Disturbance.
Please, all the participants, mute yourself. Please, it's my request.
Nothing. Okay, Shailja madam, shall I continue?
Okay, sir. Carry on, sir. Please.
Okay,
Go ahead.
I'm clear. Am I clear?
Okay, sir. Voice is clear, sir.
Okay, ma'am. And so once again, as not to waste further time, because I chose one of the different topic which is clearly to be answered. Lot of questions of today's problems, what we are facing during this pandemic. Even food, to touch a fruit or a vegetable or anything outside, it is very difficult because we had to buy from the other states, importing from other states like Maharashtra and other states. So such kind of situation is there now. So actually, when this Siddipet department has been approached me, I chose this topic because lot of people nowadays come across this monoculture system is very predominant in our country. So to fulfill all needs like food, cropping, material, as well as employment in rural poor and everyone socio-economic development in country. This topic I have been chosen for. It is in a one-word answer for all these problems if we tackle it or use it properly. So first, before I starting this particular presentation, I have been very clearly honored by choosing me as one of the resource person from Siddipet Degree College, this particular prestigious college in our particular area. I belong to same district of Medak, and I very much thankful to the Dr. C.H. Prasad Garu, Principal Chairperson of Siddipet Degree College, and our M. Shamsundar sir, HOD Botany, convener of this particular program, and team of botany members, 4 members are there. I'm very, very thankful. They coordinated, they patiently waited for the particular giving answer from my side, especially Shalja Madam and Murali sir and Mehraj Fatima Madam and Dr. Rani Madam. And I'll try my level best to come out to the expectation of this particular presentation. Now I'm sharing this particular PPT. Only I'm trying this one of the gist of this entire agroforestry application in our country today, whatever we need. So my particular level best of presenting the PPT. If it is clear, I don't know. So one thing. Share it whether it is clear, madam.
Okay, sir. Just to opening.
Okay. 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 Okay,
It
madam.
will take few seconds, ma'am. Maybe.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Okay, now. Okay, sir. Clear. Very clear.
Okay, ma'am. Okay. As I very much want to start with that, one of the in my discussion, having given importance for the entire in agroforestry introduction and agroforestry, features of agroforestry, history of agroforestry, and classification of agroforestry. Especially, I'm giving emphasis on the agroecological zones, specifically for the Telangana region. Few practices which are recommended by the International Council of Agriculture and Agroforestry Institute, and 2 examples I will take from that one, and benefits of agroforestry, constraints of agroforestry, and National Forest Agroforest Policy 2014. In this particularly, first of all, I will wish to discuss about land use pattern in our country. So land use pattern means what? సో మన దగ్గర ఎంత భూమి ఉంది, ఎంత భూమి మనం దేనికి కేటాయించినాము, దేని నుంచి మనం ఏమి ఎక్స్పెక్ట్ చేయాలి. సో ఇన్ దిస్ రిగార్డ్, ఇఫ్ యూ అబ్జర్వ్, టోటల్ జియోగ్రాఫికల్ ఏరియా ఆఫ్ అవర్ కంట్రీ is 329 million hectares. In that one, bulk of the area, that is almost half of the area, that is 143 million hectares of land is very much been allocated for agriculture. The rest of the area, which is nothing but 123 million hectares of the land, 40 million hectares of the land is unproductive. So rest left over is 80%. So in this land use pattern, if you observe, 329, half of that 143 is agriculture, 123 is leftover, 40 is unproductive. Just left over is 83 million hectares for the forestry cover. So the entire 83 million hectares of forest cover area, it is not as it is there. Just 16 million hectares of the land is today represented as commonly forest cover in our country. So it has been given 19.39, but today it is a lot of people, FSI report of recent report, they have been stated 23%. In our Telangana, after back to program of Haritaharam, and we have been approximately 28-29% of forest cover has been increased. But today, where I've been very much been focusing is nothing but that 1.3 million hectares of the land which is already allocated for agriculture. So that land can be suitably used for the raising of forest cover and agriculture crop for uplifting the economic status of the farmers. So majorly, my concept, but out of approximately 80 million hectares of the land is degraded in agriculture land also, because a lot of toxic chemicals they are using.
Excuse me, sir.
Very much unethical. Madam,
Sorry for the interruption. కొంచెం వాయిస్ సార్, వాయిస్ డిస్టర్బెన్స్ వస్తుంది. చూడండి సార్, మైక్ కొంచెం దగ్గరలో పెట్టి. ఓకే సార్, క్యారీ ఆన్. థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్.
Okay, madam. Okay, madam. And when I have been observed this particular area of 143 million hectares, so in that one, approximately again 80 million hectares is very much been degraded due to the tough accumulation of toxic salts by using of fertilizers as well as common farming practices like the people have forgotten to use the farm manure and so forth. That's why it is completely degraded. This follow lands or wastelands of agriculture based lands, we can once again recoup with that of cropping pattern by whatever the water we have by through that of this agroforestry system. That's why the concept of agroforestry, it is not in a new particular one. This is the old practice. They where this particular agriculture crops and trees and this particularly livestock has been grown together in ancient history of the world also, especially dated back of Roman history also. They have been very much, we can see the traces of this agroforestry practices. So that's why it is not a new concept. So all of us in Telugu land, we know that definitely one thing we used to say, తాత పెట్టిన చెట్లు పండ్లు ఇప్పుడు మనమల్లు ముని మనమల్లు తరతరాలు తింటారని. So like that old practice, lot of genius people of that time, so they have been planted all varieties of trees in their farmlands so that there is no need of buying of any kind of fruits, vegetables or any kind of material from that of tree origin from the markets. Their health and hygiene and everything was good in ancient time. So if you observe the definition of this agroforestry, this is sustainable land use. What is sustainable? Continuous land use. There will not be any balance, should not be any area. Sustainable land use system that combines agriculture crops with trees and livestock. There is nothing but our cattle on the same unit of land, using best practices of management for benefit of which are suitable to the of local socio-economic
Hello, sir. Excuse me. Hello. Sucharan, sir. Okay, it may be technical problem. Sir, sir, ఒకసారి ఫోన్ చేయండి, మ్యూట్ లోకి వెళ్ళిపోయింది సార్. Sir, please unmute, sir. Sucharan, sir, please. కనెక్ట్ అవ్వట్లే కాల్. సార్ మ్యూట్ లోకి వెళ్ళిపోయారు. ఓకే సార్, ఓకే.
ఓకేనా బా కట్ అయిందా?
మేబీ మీరు
ఓకే మేడం, ఐ విల్ ట్రై.
నో ప్రాబ్లం సార్, క్యారీ ఆన్ సార్.
Okay. So as I stated, this particular concept is not a new practice. It is an age-old practice of practicing agroforestry. But majorly definition states to us is nothing but to cultivate this agriculture particular forestry and then it is livestock together so that fully utilize the land where we have so that it can produce more. And this particular agroforestry design should be suitable to local people. It should not be somewhere Israel, it is good enough, they have been practiced. In the sense, it is not suitable for Telangana people. So that's why the practice of this agroforestry, which should be very much been localized manner of socio-economic conditions, we should keep in mind and we should practice. And then I have very much want to say why this agroforestry is different to agriculture. So, single monocrop agriculture. There are three things we can highlight in this particular agroforestry. Why it is so different from that of agriculture. Agroforestry is normally involves more than one crop at a time, and at least one crop should be of tree crop. And they at a time kind of production, not like mono monocropping system. Whereas agroforestry system produces multiple outputs, like we are getting food, fuel, timber, and all particular contents we are getting. So whereas agroforestry system is more complex with the Madam,
సార్ మళ్ళీ మ్యూట్ లోకి వెళ్ళిపోయింది సార్.
హలో సార్ సార్ సుచరణ్ సార్.
అది మ్యూట్ ఆల్ అని మనం అంటే అందరు మ్యూట్ లోకి వెళ్ళిపోతున్నారు.
maybe that one reason was.
వచ్చేసి నో ప్రాబ్లం.
Madam, only okay. Say this particular one, okay, it will happen. And yeah, as I stated, features of agroforestry is very clearly stated that we are getting multiple production. We are getting particularly supplement from this entire agro is happening also. We are very much been supplemented this particular agroforestry. They are also very much been Madam, okay. Agroforestry, this is the futures for the three when compared to agriculture. Multi-cropping, we are getting well at a time, and there is no failure like. If you observe history of agroforestry, especially if you can.
Sir. Okay, okay, sir, carry.
Malli mute. Or it interrupt again. Okay, madam. So history of agroforestry, as per that, if you observe the slides point of view, history of agroforestry means it is not a new concept. It is an age-old practice which is very clearly happening. So this particular history, if you have been checked out, so that states to us is nothing but basically, sorry, history of agroforestry. It states to us it is in a very common cultivation of agriculture crop combined with that of together. But once this has been emerged as one of the practice in more time of timber in 19th century, it is very much credit goes to that of India itself, because at that time Myanmar is associated with that one. So in 1808, Yupan Hai Karen, the person who is a forester who has been introduced Trojan forest, that is the Tarawadi division of Myanmar teak plantation. So he has been first introduced agroforestry in modern plantation of agriculture and forest plantation, so that local people are allowed for the of cropping intermittent of particular forest plantation, the of teak plantation. Today, all of us know that we are getting teak wood from that of Myanmar, because there they have been started this massive agroforestry practice in the Myanmar by planting all over the country the teak plantation. The intermittent space of the trees has been very much been allowed for that of local people to cultivate the crop. That is known as commonly Tangier system. Later on, it will also comes down. So whereas in 1960s, when the Green Revolution has been taken place, the supplementing of food is very important for the people. At that time, the importance of particular multi-cropping system is very much been put aside. But in the year of 1977, the Canadian International Development Research Center has been published a particular report, that is trees and people, describing that the trees are very much important role it is playing in the sustaining of agriculture crops. This particular report led to the establishment of International Council for Research in Agroforestry, that is ICRAF, headquarters at that of Nairobi of Kenya. So in the history, I have been very much been checked that it is not a new practice, it is age-old practice, but it has been reorientation has been observed by the from the beginning of late 19th century, and later on after Green Revolution, when the people are facing problem in sufficient production of agriculture crops, they started realizing importance of trees in their forest in their agriculture crops. At that time, internationally, they have been established a Council of Research Agroforestry, headquarters at Nairobi. Later on, to include all over the world people, it has been changed into the World of Agroforestry Center to include all of us. Then I have been very much been checked for the top classification of agroforestry. So we know that definition states that there are basically three components are there. One is agriculture crop, second one is silviculture trees, third one is commonly the livestock. The three component based agroforestry systems has been classified that they are very basically of four different kinds of agroforestry systems has been observed. They are nothing but first one is agri-silviculture system, and that means what? Basically, agriculture crop and forest trees, otherwise large trees, are grown at one unit of place for production increase. It is called as agri-silviculture system. Whereas silvipastoral system, in the sense, if you are having of cattle, you know very well, India is the largest cattle population we have in the world. That is the second largest populated cattle it is present in our country. So that's why this cattle, where it feeds, whether their nutrition status is good, we consume milk, meat, and everything we are expecting from those animals, which we are not feeding them properly, nutritionally sufficient. But we want to buy the meat and milk every day, morning and the weekend. We are expecting to buy this kind of commodities. But whatever we are buying, they are high price, but they are not nutritionally very supportive. So the silvic pastoral system means we had to raise large trees and grass varieties which will be useful for this particular cattle population in fallow lands or wastelands. And agriculture land అయి ఉండి కూడా మనం వాడుకోలేని ప్లేస్లన్నింటిలో కూడా we can grow the trees and grasses, and so that we can feed our particular cattle very much nutritiously. You know very well, every one of us know that this summer comes, no, the scarcity of water, scarcity of green grass. The scarcity of green grass, ultimately production of milk production will be decreased. All entire milk production agencies, they are very much been using milk powder generated or artificially generated milk. That's why that for that kind of systems, silvipastoral system is the best example. That kind of particular agroforestry system is nothing but agri-silvipastoral system. So this is very, very unique and multitasking kind of particular agroforestry system. In this agri-silvipastoral system, all three, this crops and trees and livestock are grown together. Whereas particularly, other than these three basic systems like agri-silviculture system, silvipastoral system, and agri-silvipastoral system, other systems which are very much lucrative to all of us, what are they? Apiculture with the trees. Nowadays, everyone during this pandemic period, most of the people will suggest us to drink hot water with lemon or honey. Particular oil Ayurvedic particular productions. In that case of study, the honey is very, very essential for us. This apiculture with trees, in the sense, definitely in agriculture crop, especially all of them they are very much been good flower yielding plants. So that these bees, if they are been introduced in this particular agriculture areas, or flowering plants has been introduced in agroforestry system in farmland areas, they can increase their production through this apiculture with the trees. So best example I've been studying, I've been seeing that of one article at commonly National Daily is nothing but. So this apiculture system is very much prominently research center is located in Uttar Pradesh. They have been suggested that one single hectare of the land, the person will get more than 3 to 4 lakhs per particularly month income, or the particular 3 lakhs to 4 lakhs income they can get. How they will get this apiculture through that much of particular benefit? They will get honey, wax, and they'll get pollen. That is also nutritional supplement in that of the medicine and such kind of thing. And honeybee dung, that is honeybee commonly poison. That is nothing but sting. Whatever they have been doing us, that the poison also been used as anti venom drug can be prepared for this particular curing of apiculture point of view. Next, very common things we have to observe is aquaforestry system. Aquaforestry system, in this system, what happens, this aquaforestry system, the in fish ponds, they are facing two problems. One is commonly direct sunlight. It is scorching sunlight during this hot time, and not only that, evaporation of water. These two things can be avoided by that of planting trees in that of form aqua particular aqua bunds, especially those areas. If you planted proper trees, so we can protect this loss of moisture can be restricted. The nutrition of leaves, fodder leaves, whatever it is, leaf litter, it is fell into the water, that can be used as commonly the food for that of fishes. Such a way, nutrient particular addition also being happens. That's why aquaforestry system is also one of the important system what we can follow. Then multi-purpose woodlands. This multi-purpose woodlands, nowadays people are talking as Miyawaki plantations. What is Miyawaki plantations? Whatever given land is available, if you are able to plant all diverse plants at a time to compete one to the other, and they grow fast, and we will get fuel, fodder, fruit, timber, and all different kinds of productions we can very much get from this particular multi-purpose woodlots. So if you keenly observe each and every agroforestry system, especially agri-silviculture system, in our country or elsewhere in the world, they were practiced in 4 formats. The 6 formats they will be followed, but I have been highlighting only 4 formats which are commonly used in our country also. One format is Tanga system. In the starting itself, I have been very much explained in history of particular agroforestry. There we have been stated that in Burma, they have started introducing a forest plantation associated with the tree growth, especially agriculture crop growth, by marginal, sub-marginal farmers are given the space in between the trees so that they will grow the trees. So agriculture crops. So that kind of system is nothing but Tanga system. In this Tanga system, same unit of land, they are getting agriculture crops. Employment is generated for the local people while planting and growing, harvesting of forest trees. And like that, people are been very much been full-fledged with the tough economic status. That's why Tanga system, it can be very much been applicable to the tough local people also. Then second thing, very important one is very commonly we will see this alike cropping. Simple note for the tough alike cropping is nothing but growing of trees in between agriculture crops. Nowadays, we have been seeing everywhere mango plantations, Syrium guava plantations, pomegranate plantation, especially Siddipet to Hyderabad Gajwel route. We will observe these kind of particular plantations very common. In this particular plantation, we used to observe that the large trees are associated with the tough commonly the agriculture crops or annuals of horticulture plants. They are associated with them. This primary purpose of this alike cropping means the large trees associated between the tough commonly agriculture crops, especially horticulture oriented plants. Like if you wish to go for any kind of flower yielding, like now the season of jasmine or rose or any kind of particular flower yielding plants, if you want to supplement in the tough market, you can grow the large trees for the production of timber or fruit, and in between of the space you can go for commonly these agriculture crops. The primary purpose of this allied cropping is maintaining or increasing the yield of the soil and microclimate and weed control. అంటే ఇక్కడ మెయిన్ ఉద్దేశం ఏంటంటే local climate of that particular agriculture land should be restored. Soil should be very much been protected. Ultimately, we should control naturally weed control. Nowadays, all of us very much know herbicides. ఎవరికన్నా పొలాలలో ఏదైనా గడ్డి మొలిసింది, కలుపు మొలిసింది అనగానే always they go for commonly herbicides and weedicides. That is polluting particular soil and killing all kinds of useful microorganism. That's why this way of naturally we can control the weed growth. The commonly in this allied cropping, there are direction from eastern west to that of western direction. అంటే సూర్యుడు ఉదయించి నుంచి east to west they will be always been arranged. Normally gap between the top crops is 4 to 8 meters. So that 4 to 8 meters of trees gap lo manam agriculture crops ni manam penchukochu. This is the one. Second one, first one we have been stated, tangia cultivation. So this particular tangia cultivation is only suitable to the top remote areas, especially of hill regions and such kind of tribal areas. Whereas allied cropping, we can use it for that of our locality also. So very commonly we can introduce fruit yielding and wood yielding and commonly arable crops. Whereas third thing is nothing but very best practice, which is very commonly associated in arid regions. Arid regions means basically especially dry regions. In the dry regions like Rajasthan, desert area, our area is also not less than that if it is not been proper water system is there. So this arid regions like ours is semi-arid region, we can practice the shelter belt practice. What is shelter belt? Shelter belt is a row of trees which are established right angles to the top prevailing wind direction. So gali yokka like cyclonic winds, like any kind of devastating wind velocities which are coming from the top dry lands. So they are carrying high heat and low moisture and dust. So this kind of things can be damaged agriculture crops and our homelands, and ultimately everything can be damaged. So this can be overcome by the top going through by that of shelter belts by raising of rows of trees, 3 to 4, 5 rows of particular trees, one after the other, across the prevailing wind. We can very much protect these agriculture lands and everything. The shelter belt, if you observe, this particular slide shows this. There are 3 different kinds of rows we can observe. In the center, it will be large trees. Then adjacent to that of medium-sized trees, and then we can follow by the of shrubs and grasses we can introduce. So this particular shelter belt will drift the entire ultimately will be attaining a pyramidal shape. This will drift this wind away from the top our agricultural lands, particularly domestic lands where the wind problems are there. So one particular statement has been given is nothing but shelter belt can differ. Can be the width of the shelter belt should be of approximately 50 meters. To this particularly 1:15 times, that is nothing but almost 25 times, like 50 meters width of shelter belt, more than 250 meters of distance వరదాకా కూడా wind ప్రభావం ఉండకుండా చూస్తుంది. That's why shelter belt is a one kind of protective area which can protect our agriculture crops by growing in the bund regions, otherwise particularly in the follow regions, especially in our villages. The second thing is very best practice of windbreak. If you can't go for a shelter belt, we can go for a windbreaks. What is windbreak? Growing of single row of trees, a strip of trees, and across prevailing to protect our agriculture crops. Everyone know that వర్షము లేకపోతే చుట్టాలు ఏదో వర్షాకాలం వచ్చిందంటే పంటలు నేల కొరిగినాయని అంటారు ఏరియాలో. So this can be overcome by adjust of hedge regions. If you grow at least a single of a strip of plant, that can be protecting ultimately this particular crop. Single row of trees if you have been grown, so it can be arranged from the top windward direction. This commonly it should be across the prevailing wind, so that is protecting the protecting this particular entire crops especially. So having stated 4 things in that of agroforestry point of view, agri-silviculture system point of view, we can approach by that of the alley cropping, shelter belts, wind breaks, as well as commonly the first one, it is nothing but Tangya cultivation. These things can very clearly approach the agri-silviculture system. Whereas silvipastoral system, already we stated the large trees, which are woody plants, which are very much been associated with the fodder yielding plants, and such kind of association can be known as commonly silvipastoral system. The silvipastoral system, if you observe, protein bank, it can be followed by 3-4 types are there, but I have been tried for that of 2 different kinds of things which are very useful because protein the pastoral system, the trees which are of nutritional value to livestock, so which can be cut that of bit of rich protein rich trees are planted around the farms. One Leuconia, leucocephala, you know very well, every one of us know very well. Subabul, so nitrogen fixing plantation, it is there. So the subabul is one of the particular plant which can be very commonly protein bank system. Otherwise, agenda in the multi-purpose point of view, we can very much go for a agenda. So life and so in our recent time, we used to observe that agriculture crops are damaged by the tough cattle, which is very much been there in cattle, which is there in the tough our locality. అంటే పశువులు గొర్రెలు మేకలు ఏవైతే ఉన్నాయో అప్పుడప్పుడు మనకి అగ్రికల్చర్ క్రాప్స్ ని డిస్ట్రాయ్ చేస్తాయి. టు అవాయిడ్ దట్ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ థింగ్, we can go for a planting of thorny plants, especially thorny bamboo and of our particular farmlands, that is called as life fencing fodder yielding plants, so that that particular one will give us fodder for our cattle and wood for our production. Kind of thing is nothing but called as life fencing for fodder yielding plants. Whereas last but not least is nothing but agri-silviculture system. This agri-silviculture system, you are growing all 3 components together. These 3 components, very clearly best example we can go for a home gardens. The home gardens is very commonly, importantly, best example goes for that of Kerala model and Tamil Nadu model of South India. This home gardens, why? Because the Kerala people, they are very much been cultivating commercial crops like cardamom, cloves, pepper, such kind of so many commercial crops they had to very much cultivate on the same unit of land. So, and even kurkuma, such kind of particular crops they had to go through. So in home garden system, this can be commonly suitable to the high rainfall regions like Kerala and some of western particular Tamil Nadu region like Annamalai and Palani, such kind of hill regions. And these are highly productive lands which are there, and food crops are very much been primary goal in this whole entire home gardens. In this system, the people will grow this vegetables, shrubs, trees, grasses, all livestock together in their farmland. Just it is required అంటే మీరు అనొచ్చు హోమ్ గార్డెన్ కి కేరళ వాళ్ళు ఎంత ప్లేస్ ని తీసుకుంటున్నారు. ఇట్ ఇస్ హార్డ్లీ half acre to the top 0.5 hectare. That is nothing but somewhere of commonly 1 acre to 1.5 acre land is enough for the top establishing home garden. So in the home garden, if you establish your home near to your agriculture land, you can go with this works of agriculture very fast. You can introduce multi-cropping crops in that particular your particular farmland. Best example, they are growing for cardamom and cardamom in lower story. What is the story? In the low ground up to that of 1 meter height, they can grow for that of commercial crops. Then they can go for that of above 1 meter height, they can associate the second story as banana and such kind of plant. Then associated with the of large trees like Anacardium occidental, that is nothing but GD mamedi or cashew nut. That kind of plants are associated in same unit of land. They're getting a lot more of production from their particular agriculture land. So here I tried, it is only for of showing. So agri-silviculture system, they have, this is the first one, it is example for the coffee garden. So which is associated with coffee bean plants, as well as particularly palm members, especially the areca palm, I think the poker workal tire just said. So that kind of plants, they are very much been associated. They are getting agri-silviculture, means in horticulture cropping is going on, and they are getting up large trees associated with that one. They are producing both of them. Whereas silvipastoralist example, able to grow in hollow lands or wastelands in your agriculture area. You can go for a plant of trees.
Sir, please, you are
And,
in mute, sir.
Okay. Okay, ma'am. Now it is okay.
ఓకే మ్యూట్ కానీ
Presentation వస్తలేదు ఇప్పుడు. So 1 minute. Presentation problem is. Madam.
సార్ మీది మ్యూట్ లో వీడియో మ్యూట్ లో ఉంది సార్. ఆడియో ఏం చూపెట్టట్లేదు, మ్యూట్ లోనే ఉంది, మీ వాయిస్ వినబడుతుంది. మరి వాట్స్ రా?
Yeah. 1 second. Okay then.
Okay sir, okay. Now okay sir.
Okay ma'am, sorry.
No
the
problem.
Signal issues are there, I think so. And I was commonly discussing about this agro-forestry point, agricultural system. In that particular reference, we have been very clearly stated that the example, which we can take as consideration. These home gardens are nothing but clearly we had to give more importance to our particular agriculture. So it's like very much stuff constructing their home at their agriculture lands and working very tediously in their particular farmlands, so that they are growing all kinds of plants and together, food, wood, vegetable, and the livestock and commercial crops all were grown at one place, and they are very clearly been growing at home gardens. This is the agri-silviculture system and silvipastoral system, as stated, and agri-silvipastoral system. This one, it has actually should be highlighted. Thus, particularly, the people used to very much Kerala model of home garden is one of the very, very important way of approach. They construct their home inside, food crop at one side and commercial crop as backside, livestock in another side. At the end of that particular area, the pasture area for that of cattle used to be established, so that they will be getting up all different kind of production at same unit of agriculture land. Whereas this apiculture, as I stated, all of us know, this apiculture is very clearly one of the important thing we had to concentrate today, because in apiculture, if you go for a few boxes of establishing with a few thousands of investment in your agriculture crop area, get honey anywhere. Reports has been stated that even Dabur honey and Patanjali, everyone is adulterated. No one will be proper honey. Will have for this commonly getting of proper honey and such one. That apiculture is nothing but growing of so here one of okay, this looks very good, but what are all the characters of the tree which can be adopted from agroforestry? The tree should be very small crown, so the crown should be of very less to this particular tree, and permits more likely that of on ground. అంటే సన్నగా అంటే కోనికల్ షేప్ లో పెరిగే చెట్లని మనం దీనికి ప్రిఫర్ చేయొచ్చు. We can go for a conical shape trees like Polyalga longifolia or particularly Grevillea robusta, silver oak, and such kind of particular plants we can plant in this particular, even casuarina, such kind of conical shape plants we can go for this agroforestry. And in North India, like Punjab and Haryana, northern Uttar, lot of even in Himachal Pradesh, go for a kind of is one of the temperate zone. The grows in this particular North India, especially Himalayan terrain. That is very the wood is Haryana. There's nothing is get industry is getting wood supply from this particular agroforestry. That's why trees should be a small crown and permit more light on the ground. It should be the system of tree will not interfere.
Sir, please check your voice, sir.
Cut in madam actually.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Okay.
Voice break out.
Lot of times it is
No problem.
Okay. Okay, I tried that here in that particularly agroforestry, that trees which have to have the characteristic features of agroforestry to be suitable in agroforestry. In that, those trees, if you have been observed commonly, the trees which are very ideally suitable to that of agroforestry is the timber. So they should be plant productivity like leguminous plants, adding nitrogen, and trees should be having a small crown, and trees should be having of if you whatever the leaf fall, if it is occurs, should be added. Particularly tree should be of should not use any kind of chemicals. You know very well, the Bala people, we know that the trees can rest one the other. That by chemical substances which are secreted by the plants stick other plant not to go near to that one. The penicillium point of view, we have in antibodies point of view, we have very clear knowledge of this particular allelopathic chemical point of view. That's why this desired characters of this agroforestry trees are the small crown, and it should not be interfere with the agriculture craft, and it should have deep root system, and it should be having sufficient leaf litter should be added to the soil for as organic manure, as increasing the soil fertility. And this particular plant should not be allelopathic chemical, should not be produced by them. Best example, all of us know that eucalyptus is one of the plant which is very clearly the fast growing plant, very good wood yielding plant, but it is having a problem of allelopathic chemical secretion of acid, the increasing of acidity in the soil, so that other plants will not be able to grow near to this particular eucalyptus plant. Such kind of example is there as allelopathic chemicals. Then the tree should be having a very fast sprouting. If you cut down the tree, the coppicing should be very fast, and pruning, that is cutting off of branches which have been down, should be resprout the branches. So then next, I have been very much want to highlight the thing is agroecological zones. What is agroecological zones? Ecology is one of the ecologies influenced by number of factors like abiotic and biotic factors. Abiotic factors like climatic, edaphic factors, whereas biotic factors is clearly, and physiographic factors are also one of the abiotic factors. So ecology is influenced by the abiotic and biotic factors. The type of the crop grows in one area, it depends upon the soil as well as commonly climate of this particular area. Reports of 50 years and soil database, this entire Indian subcontinent, it is divided into the top 20, or in our country India is divided into 20 agroecological zones. In among them, our particular Telangana, specifically located in 7th particular agroecological zone, that is very clearly known as named as hot semi-arid region. Our agroecological zone region name is known as hot semi-arid region. This particular region, which is very broad, predominantly consisting of black cotton soils, alluvial soils, and sandy alluvial soils, and red soils, and mixed particular miscellaneous soils. All these kinds of soils will be there. The total area of Telangana productive land is nothing but 16.5 million hectares of that one. In that particular geographical land of in our agroecological zone, 6.19 million hectares of the land is productive ability. If you observe, 16.5 million hectares of the land is available. Just 6.19 percentage of million hectares of land is only able to utilize as particular agriculture. That's why the lot of land is available as wasteland. So if you observe in this agroecological zone, rainfall is sufficient. That is 600 mm to the top 15 and 1000 mm. That is nothing but approximately 60 centimeters to the top. 100 centimeters of rainfall is there. We are privileged that we are getting a good rainfall in our region, whereas our entire region is climatologically tropically monsoonal. We are depending for the water on the top rainfall. The ranging of elevation from 150 meters to the top 1500 meters are there. Here in this particular agroecological zone, I stated that there are 20 different kinds of agroecological zones are there. Ours is the 7th zone, and especially that hot semi-arid region, it is very clearly. So this hot semi-arid region, recommended agriculture crops are millets, pulses, oilseeds, paddy, and cotton, sugarcane. If it is very much been, irrigation is available. Whereas here I am highlighted one agroforestry point. It is nothing but recommended tree species are nothing but Agel marmolos, that is known as Kamali Bela Patramu, and Borassus fabelliferus, that is our Tati Chettu, and then Emilica officinalis, and Grevillea robusta, silver oak, Lucania leucocephala, it is subabul, Moringa oleifera. All of us know that this is a multi-purpose tree, nutrient-rich tree. That is Moringa oleifera drumstick. Modus alba, it is a particularly common berry plant. Pongame pinnata for the biodiesel. Tamarindus indica. This particular entire South India, we used to consume very indica. This particular Chittapandu and Imli, we can use this. If you observe this agriculture, just I want to show the 7th zone which we located, the clearly having of red and black soil, good rainfall of 600 mm to the top 1000 mm, good fertile soils are there. But the entire geographical area, just 6.9 million hectares of the land is very clearly so this entire agroecological zone, recent studies of 2019, that is one of the organization which is clearly international organization, which is clearly been studied and recommended, especially our Medak district and otherwise Magunagar district as well as commonly Nalgonda district. 3 agro forestry practices they have recommended to us in recent time. If you want to go for agroforestry, they have recommended 3 different kinds of practices we can take. What are they? Especially first, agroforestry models, tamarindus based agri-silviculture system. You know very well the tamarind is nowadays is very in the markets, and the season also. Tamarind based agri-silviculture system. Agri-silviculture system of agriculture crops, large trees of tamarind with a light crown one, we can very much take them as a cropping pattern. Otherwise, edge plantation also we can go for. This particular agri-silviculture system, they have recommended henna as intercropping system. And if you go for tamarind plants in your agriculture lands, intermittently you can go for henna. Henna can be used for the dyeing industry and coloring industry entirely. That's why henna cropping is also one of the useful one. And thus kind of way we can get this 2000 hen 560 kgs we will get. So this one highlighted one of the particular statement that we can introduce our own system of agri-silviculture system. Telangana. So, based agriculture system, agriculture system also been adapted in our region. So, in between of this henna, you can go for aloe vera or any kind of particular medicinal plants. You can cultivate that kind of way. You'll be getting of better production. Whereas second particular practice is mango-based agriculture system. Mango-based agri-horticulture system means, you know very well, Nalgunda people are very much growing battai, so sweet lemon. And in our region also, a lot of people are going for a mango plantation. Mango plantation, if you have been done, you may be getting a crop once in a year. But if the crop is failed, the investor will be losing their money. So to compensate that particular one, if you are going for the horticulture system, that would be better. Results will be come out from this particular agroforestry system. Especially, this is also recommended for Medak, Mahbubnagar, and Nalgunda. And commonly, these mango plants are very clearly introduced in between Jonalu, Ravlu, and Sunflower, the Skundalu, and these can go for any kind of this intermittent can grow in between of mango plants, and even you can go for a curry leaves. So recently, every one of us know that since 6 months or 7 months, we are not getting clear leaves of curry leaves. Spotted leaves are very common. Scarcity is very much there. That's why this is also one kind of area we can introduce for agriculture as curries and moringa also. And at multi-cropping point of view, they are getting sorghum production and safflower production and so all other economic production 63,500 can be very much been income is there per hectare per particular annum. So this kind of way, two recommendations have been given: the tomato-based agri-silviculture system, mango-based horticulture system. Even third one have been very much not been focused. Mango-based horticulture system, especially with the of jasmine, kangaroo, and other flower yielding plants. This particular can also be okay, ma'am.
Sir.
Sorry. Again, screen sharing problem. Okay. Wait for that one. Benefits of this activity. The benefits of agroforestry, if you have been observed, clear the benefits will be of very three categories we can observe: environmental benefits, so economic benefits, and social benefits. There are three different kinds of benefits you can very much in getting from this agroforestry. Those three particular benefits, if you check it out once, okay. There are benefits of agroforestry headings we can very clearly take up. That is environmental benefits and economic benefits, and then it is commonly social benefits. Environmental benefits, what they
Hello, who is Praveen? Please mute yourself.
ma'am, and benefits of forestry. There are benefits, especially different kind of benefits. One, agroforestry will reduce the pressure existing forest. The cattle of our country is very much been grazing and browsing in nearby forest areas. Ultimately, forestry is very much been depleting day by day. Everybody say that we are facing a lot of global warming, heat in summer, no rains. and all these kinds of things people used to say. But it is sorry again, and this benefits, if you observe particularly, it will enhance this particular reduction in the pressure of particular forest can be observed, and augmenting or protecting our biodiversity also will be protected, and clearly the soil, it will be protected against that of runoff and erosion, and particularly of deterioration of the soil. And it is also been observed that it will improve, afforestation will be improved, productivity of this entire soil fertility will be increased, and not only that, it is organic matter of this soil also can be increased. So if you observe ecologically, this entire restoration of the uplands and and clearly are observed that okay, this one I have been stated environmental benefits like more efficient recycling of nutrients, better protection to ecological systems, reduction of runoff and nutrients and soil erosion, and improving that of microclimate of local region, and decreasing of temperature. This is the point what we had to observe. So locally, the microclimatical effect point of view, it is also decreasing temperature. Evapotranspiration of agriculture lands can be very much been adhered. Ultimately, it improves soil fertility by adding up leaf litter. So these are the benefits of particularly the environmental benefit. So one thing we can say that this agroforestry is the answer to the top, protecting biodiversity, overcoming of climate change, protecting the soil, and increasing the productivity of the soil, and ultimately enhancing the recycling of nutrients. Economic benefits, if you observe, agroforestry yields increase outputs per unit area. Yeah, we are going for a multi-cropping so that ultimately per unit area production it is increased, and reduction in the incidence of crop failure. If you are going for a monocrop, first munde ochindi monocropping system, if you are go through, so that agriculture crop may be failure. But here the farmer is getting multi-cropping so that he is not been loss of any kind of economic loss cannot be occur, and increasing the levels of farm income. Ultimately, the ultimate income of farmers will be increased in sustainable manner. That is nothing but regular ga వాళ్ళ income kuda increase అయ్యే అవకాశం ఉంది. And social benefits are nothing but improvement in the nutrition and health, and health especially. What is nutrition? It is nothing but if you are growing trees, you are supplementing your food needs by that of qualitative good fruits and vegetables and such kind of way, so that your quality of nutrition can be increased. And not only that, health and hygiene. If you are eating this crops from your own crop, which are not been commonly done with that of chemical fertilizers, such kind of way you can go for of health and hygiene also increases. Agroforestry improves rural living standards. As we stated, when the income increases, their living standards of the people also very much been increased. Whereas multi-crop output system will stabilize this farm community. అంటే ఈ మధ్య చాలా మంది ఒకటే మాట వింటాం, అగ్రికల్చర్ ఈజ్ వన్ ఆఫ్ ద వేస్ట్ సెక్టర్. నో వన్ షుడ్ సే లైక్ దట్. అది అందరికీ తెలిసిందే. వన్ ఆఫ్ ద బెస్ట్ ప్రొఫెషన్ ఇన్ ద వరల్డ్ ఈజ్ నథింగ్ బట్ farming society, because there is no owner, there is no officer subordinate to be dictated, because this one is one of the way of best employment what we have. This agroforestry helps this particularly multi-cropping system will help this particular farm community to stick on to the agriculture. అంటే farmers కి agriculture పైన interest ని పెంచుతుంది. That kind of way this agroforestry will be improving this particular entire the way of looking of this agriculture will be changed from that of farmers point of view. The next one, constraints. Andaru evaremaina anedi okate, if you are growing this particular agriculture crops and large trees, definitely they will be interfere. what kind of interference we can observe by this particular large plants with this particular agriculture crop. Trees especially decrease the crop yield. సో ఒకవేళ ప్రాపర్ అలైన్మెంట్ లేకపోయినట్టయితే, ప్రాపర్ అరేంజ్మెంట్ మనం చేయకపోయినట్టయితే అగ్రికల్చర్ క్రాప్ కి నీడలాగా అవుతుంది. సో దట్ అల్టిమేట్లీ this due to that of shade, this particularly the crop yield will be decreased. That is one kind of way the farmers are fearing. And not only that, competition for light, space, moisture, nutrients, not space, light, nutrients, moisture is definitely exist in between the tough agriculture crop and proper the silviculture trees. But answer is proper way of scientific way of approach or proper way of alignment of these trees will be answerable to this kind of problem. And felling of trees definitely damage the agriculture crops, but least damage. So felling of trees is damaging agriculture crops. It is there in, if the large tree it is been done multi-purpose trees, the other trees will be damaged. And some trees serve as host for the pests. This is also one kind of concern for that of farmers. If you grow trees in between of agriculture crops, the trees may be acting as host for that of insect pests, pathogens, and even birds, monkeys, such kind of particular menace, particular things can be take shelter on this particular trees and and harming this particular agriculture crops. And farmers, as routine, they are very much been happy with that of monocropping system with low income and devastated the lifestyle. They are very much feeling happy with this kind of system. They are resistant to this replacing agriculture monocropping system with that of agroforestry system. These are some kind of particular constraints. So problems which are to be addressed while encouraging this agroforestry system. Certain kind of plants that are releasing allelopathic chemicals which are inhibiting or adversely affecting that of agriculture crops. These are the some particular constraints we can observe. Whereas National Forest Policy, one of the thing I want to state one small note about this one. India is alone country, so have this kind of national agroforestry policy. So in entire world, first national agroforest policy in 2014. What it states, this in India, agroforestry has been received increasing attention from researchers, policy, like research means all of us, so and policy makers and other particular people who are NGOs who are working on the ground. This agroforestry practice is receiving much more attention because it significant economic growth and poverty alleviation and environmental stability. Three things are very significant. It is best answer to the tough economical growth and poverty alleviation in our country and environmental stability. One step of agroforestry will help to overcome all these kind of ailments. That's why a lot of researchers and policymakers are very clearly put their attention on this agroforestry. Agroforestry is now recognized as an important part of evergreen revolution movement in our country. Green revolution you have observed. Evergreen revolution. ఎప్పటికీ పంట పొలాలు పచ్చగా ఉండడానికి definitely agroforestry is one of the way of movement can be taken into hands to address this entire this particular agriculture should be uplift in our country. So indirectly evergreen revolution movement, it is answer is nothing but agroforestry. That's why in our country we have launched National Agroforestry Policy on 10th February 2014. India is the alone country which is very much been introduced this kind of policy. By this particular introduction of policy, lack of integrated clearly main needs of this agroforestry is nothing but, our goals of this agroforestry is nothing but improving the productivity, employment and income generation and livelihood opportunities for the farming community, and protecting the environment and environmental security to be provided to the people. These are the main two goals are there in this national agroforestry policy. And in this particular entire presentation, I can say that agroforestry is one word answer for the tough, overcoming the problems of farmers' problems, economic problems, as well as employment problems. Now, on one hand, other hand, if you observe, agroforestry is alternate to meet the increasing the forest cover of 33% of geographical area. All of us know the forest cover of our country is very less, somewhere of commonly 23. So 19 according to previous reports. So 23 today. So including of agroforestry lands which have been very much been cultivated in our agriculture lands. So that particular one accounting 23 percentage. But for maintaining of ecological balance or environmental stability, we need 33 percentage of forest cover. Only way we can increase the greenery is by adopting agroforestry in our farmlands, because less land is allocated to the forestry, largest land allocation is there for the agriculture. The second thing is agroforestry species are known to be helping in carbon sequestration. So everyone will be talking about global warming and all these consequences. So how you can come out of this extra carbon which is there in atmosphere, which is very much been released due to the fossil fuel using and irregular burning of agriculture slashes and everything. So indiscriminate uses of hydrocarbons or carbon substances. This will increasing this particular atmospheric carbon percentage is very much increased. In one report of particular FRA, they have been stated that approximately the carbon dioxide, which is very much been increased, it is almost all 0.03 percentage. It should be there, but today 30 percentage of 30 times it has been increased when compared to normal carbon dioxide percentage should be in the atmosphere. That's why we are seeing so much of environmental degradations or environmental problems we are facing. So to that one, the answer is nothing but agroforestry. Through the planting of trees, we can sequestrate or absorb carbon dioxide, methane, and other particular greenhouse gases can be sequestrated. Whereas agroforestry is known to have potential to mitigate climate change also. So greenhouse gases are global warming, consequences are climate change. Through this agroforestry, this entire seasonal changes, the irregular cyclones are damaging the crop, irregular rainfall pattern, no rains in the rainy season, and such kind of particular problems can be addressed by the tough agroforestry. By increasing the greenery, you have been able to mitigate the climate change also. Providing that's one have been very much been have concern with a lot of people today. Our country is facing unemployment problem. So people will say we have been studied, but we are not getting jobs. But there is no scope of particular. Everyone can get particular employment, but people can definitely utilize that their whatever the small farmland is there. They can produce a lot of scientific way of approach of agriculture can be done. They are the rulers, they are the owners, the farmers are the owners who are very much providing all of us goods and services. That's why providing employment opportunity to the local people, especially practicing and marketing and transportation and all kind of ways, people were getting a better way of uh, employment opportunities. So ultimately, the for this kind of particular presentation, I have been very much utilized the books like a very renowned book, that is a textbook of agroforestry by B.S. Chundawar, S.K. Gautam. All of forestry related people or agriculture related people will refer this particular book. And another book of social forestry and agroforestry for Divya, Vena Modi, and other scientists. That book have been referred, and even I have referred Indian Foresters particular approach book by Manikandan and Prabhu, and I have been very clearly the introduction part have been taken from the article which is written by that of Michael A. Gold, Associate Director of Center for Agroforestry. He's also a professor in University of Agriculture in Missouri, US. His particular article have been utilized. And one of the very agroecological zone part have been taken from the top successful agroforestry method models from the top different agroecological zones in India, report by Central Agroforestry Research Institute and South Asia Regional Program of World Agroforestry. From that particular report have been very much been taken the agroecological particular discussion. So before signing off, I can very clearly say that uh, just it is a very common practice growing of trees and other particular crops in agricultural lands, but scientific way of approach and way of implementing, because this generation previously agriculture was done by illiterate farmers, otherwise uneducated people. Today this generation, every household in the farm community also, everyone is educated, so that their approach can be very much been different from that of monocropping system and failure of agriculture and such kind of thing, so that this generation of people, they can implement or give suggestions to the top farmers to grow particular trees in their farmlands. One of the best example have been always say to the top students in our college, if girl child gani boys gani puttinappudu, if you have few acres of land, if you started planting of every year a teak plant, if you are becoming 20 years or 21 years, each and every teak plant may give you 30,000 approximately. If you are 20 years, 20 into 30,000 is nothing but approximately you're getting of 15 lakhs of production from the top same plantation of individual teak tree in your farmland. Ante ఆలోచిస్తే every person can plant trees in agriculture lands. Every year if they are started planting, there won't be facing any kind of particular economic problems. Another best example I can give, nowadays we are very much been fond of eating of Syzygium cumini, that is jamun, that is nothing but particular alanated pandu. So each plant, if you have been planted, these are very fast growing trees, least interfering trees in agriculture crops. This particular plant, so the kg of this particular jamun, that is alanated, is somewhere of 100 to 150 rupees. It will be there in the market. This season will be started. If you planted few trees, 4 to 5 trees in your agriculture land, each plant will give in the season 10,000 approximately rupees. If you have 5 trees, 50,000 rupees. If you are going for a paddy, no, if you are able to produce 20 quintals to 25 quintals, you are getting only 20,000 to 25,000. By seeing a few trees or 4 to 5 trees, you are getting of commonly 50,000. Such a way, improvisation of or introducing of this trees growth in your agriculture lands will be helpful for the of increasing the income. Another example I can will very much been give to the of rural India is nothing but by planting hedge plants as henna or other particular medicinal plants, the self-help groups of women, they can establish cottage industries, and not only henna, other particular plants they can grow in their particular edge lands or farmlands. They collect the raw material and they can go for a commonly preparing of a lot more of particular articles by women of that village, so that their income will be increased. Such a way, agroforestry is not a theoretical aspects we can very much take as one of the example. Practicality point of view, if you have been started introducing in your farmlands, you have been getting off a lot of benefits from this particular agroforestry. That's why knowingly, though it is theoretical topic, knowingly have been chosen while they have been given an opportunity to me. So before signing off, I would like to say a few words. Thanks, definitely. Uh, how this presentation has been done, I don't know, but lot of signal issues and lot of particular disturbances were occurred. But tried my level best, and I would like to thank for the top Siddipet Government Degree College people, and especially the principal, Dr. Particular Dr. Prasad sir, and Department of Botany Head HOD M Shamsundar sir, and team of particular botany people, and especially Shailaja madam and Murali sir and Miraj Fatima and Dr. Rani madam. Not only that, the person who is very much recommended my name, I think so, in Siddipet Degree College, economics lecturer, Mr. Shraddhanandan sir, and whole lot of entire team of Siddipet. I definitely, because Bhavani madam, lot of economics and lot of people, and vice principal, lot of people has been very much been encouraged this program to be come into the existence. That's why entire team of Siddipet, I am very much been thankful. Not only that, I am very much thankful to our principal, especially GDC Kamareddy, who has been given opportunity to he's given allowed me to do this presentation, and especially my department of botany, team of botany people are there, 5 members, or 6 members, all were encouraged me so that I would able to come out this kind of way of presentation, thanking one and all. And not only that, people who have been participated and listen patiently my presentation. Thanking you one and all. And so I would Shailaja madam, Shailaja madam.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, ma'am.
Thank you very much, sir, for your presentation. We are very much enlightened and aware of this particular topic. Very good idea, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Now I invite the coordinator and senior faculty of this college, Government Degree College, Autonomous Siddipeta, Dr. Gopala Sudarshanam, sir. Few words about this today's webinar on restoration and agriculture through Agro-Forestry. Please, sir. Sudarshanam, sir.
Very good afternoon to all. I'm very happy to join with you, though it is little late, but the late is caused because of the vast demand of your webinar, madam. Right from the beginning of the session, I have been trying to enter into this boardroom. By 11:14 itself, I have been trying, but unfortunately, I could not get an opportunity to enter into this virtual classroom. But still, I have tried my level best. At last, I got into this room. Really very happy to join with you. But me as a faculty belongs to the commerce and business management, have very little knowledge over the core area of today's webinar. But the way Dr. J. Sucharan, the very apt and highly imbibed personality over the topic, who has thrown huge light, and is the way he has presented, the content he has delivered, and the connectivity has made is quite praiseworthy. I'm very happy. Maybe you have given me an opportunity to speak few words being a senior faculty of the college, but I'm neither botany, zoology, or any other affiliated, courses of the life sciences. But still, thanks for giving me this couple of minutes to speak on from this virtual way. As far as first a resource person is concerned, is the most worthy resource person. I felt myself. Sucharan has made his talk quite a research way. The way he has arranged the data and the way he has communicated and the PPT preparation and all these things as quite good and very close to the students and of course all audience also. My dear Sucharan, I personally
Thank you, sir.
sincere greetings and wishes to you. I can also even say blessings because I am 48 years old, maybe a little senior to you. And as far as the topic is concerned, very unique it seems. Generally, the life science people will come up with their own specializations. Though I have very good relation with my friends in the discipline of botany and zoology, I very often heard about the agroforestry. This is the area where, in fact, academicians, scholars, and budding, researchers should look at, because as far as the resource person data is concerned, we have more potency to do a lot of things, and it can enable the people to combat with the so many issues like social issues, economic issues, like economic issues in the sense that even it can provide good employment opportunity. It can enable us to fight with the unemployment, poverty, and it can also facilitate us to, challenge with the ecological issues, environmental issues, whatnot. As far as the resource person information is concerned, it can be considered as a huge area supporter that can address many biological issues, social issues, and even our personal and psychological issues also. As me, somewhere in the cursory way, when I go through the newspapers, certain articles in the standard journals, I look at it that almost about 8% of the geographical area is under the agroforestry. So if we as a teachers who deal and who closely tied with this area should encourage the people organizing this kind of awareness and awareness programs and workshops and seminars so as to improve the area that fall under the agroforestry, because as Sari said, it is most competent area to earn and also to sustain oneself. So that moreover it is, as Sari said, it is an integrative mechanism. It is integrating the issues like wood perennials with the technologies. So certainly any subject or discipline that is integrated and have the multidimensional approach and close relation with the technologies can yield us more, can keep it at a safe place. So that certainly it's a good area to do so many wonders. So I personally congratulate Department of Botany and its most energetic and ever active team members, and my good friend, I must say, my good friend Mr. Sham, who is heading as in charge of the department. Though he is a physical sciences professor, he is he made as an in charge for the life science discipline, but still he has been striving his level best to prove his mettle. He has proved itself, of course. Almost he is organizing good number of activities like quiz, poster presentation, webinars, and all. So he is making an optimum utilization of all his available resources. I also convey my, huge wishes to team of in botany. Senior faculty members, Fatima Madam, Dr. Rani Madam, Dr. Shailaja Madam, former senior faculty Madam, who is also available on the board, Dr. Shailaja, Murali, and who are also supported with the Madan Mohan and all other people. Of course, I hope almost all science faculty and life sciences people have backed these people to come up with this program. As far as this for 35 to 40 minutes of stay in the room, this is well succeeded program and well planned, and you have been almost right from the beginning to now on an average 92 94 members are ever available on the room. So this is a big success indicator. So I congratulate you all and hope and wish more number of this kind of initiatives in the days to come. Thank you very much. I may not be more on the core area as I'm the commerce teacher, but still I wish a great success in the days to come. And I wish once again, Sucharan, we accept you as our team, my friend. We will be with close to you in the days to come also. Thank you very much, my dear friend. Have a good day. I switch over to host of this program. Thank you for giving this opportunity.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for your kind words. Thank you, sir. Now it is the time to invite the coordinator of this program, M. Shyam Sundar, sir, Head Department of Botany. Please, few words about this webinar, sir. Please. Shyam, sir, unmute yours.
Good afternoon, all. I congratulate staff of Department of Botany for taking initiation to organize wonderful this webinar state level. I wish you further. I have to take one more webinar, national or international level, and also I thank to Sucharan, who delivered excellent lecture. I have listened 1 hour in YouTube. I thank you, sir. Thank you very much, Sucharan sir, for accepting as a resource person to Department of Botany or Government Degree College Autonomous Siddipet. Please be with us for future programs also. You have delivered wonderful lectures, sir. It is useful to students and as well as faculty also. And I thankful to Dr. C.H. Prasad sir for supporting us to conduct this state level webinar. And also I thankful to senior faculty Dr. Gopal Sudarshan sir. Thank you very much supporting us always. Thank you one and all.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Okay, carry on, madam. Carry on.
Oh, okay, sir. Okay. Salim Pasha, sir, are you joining this webinar? Please. Now I invite the science coordinator of GDCS Siddipeta, Salim Pasha, sir. Please, few words about this webinar, sir. Sir, join in. Oh, sir. Sir, clear magad. Clear, sir. Okay.
One thing I have to say, Rani madam, please.
Sir.
I also thankful to Department of Social Sciences who gave us a Zoom paid Zoom version. Also thankful to Dr. Siddhanandam sir who cooperating with us from the morning. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Special thanks to Shraddhanandam, sir. Now I invite the Miraj Fatima, madam, one of the organizing committee. Please feedback about this webinar, madam. Carry on.
Thank you, ma'am. Good afternoon, everyone. This is Miraj Fatima, Department of Botany, Government Degree College, Autonomous Siddipet. Am I audible, Rani ma'am?
Okay, madam. Carry on. Clearly.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. I would like to thank our today's resource person, J. Sucharan sir, for enlightening us on restoration of agriculture through agroforestry. Sir, you have illuminated all of us fully about the concept of agroforestry and agroecological zones. Sir, you have also inculcated us about the benefits and the policy of agroforestry and the 3 best practices of agroforestry in Medak, Mahbubnagar and Nalgonda districts respectively. So as already those Dr. Gopal Sudarshan sir, though he belonged to the commerce department, sir have already gave a brief feedback regarding your lecture, sir. Thank you. I thank Gopal Sudarshanam sir for just giving the feedback on our today's resource person. And with a simple quotation, I would like to express the whole concept of our today's resource person, J. Sucharan sir's lecture. That's investment in agriculture are the best weapons against hunger and poverty, and they have made life better for billions of people. Thank you, Sucharan sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Now, I would like to request Rani ma'am to continue the session. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, madam. Thank you, madam. Thank you for your wonderful feedback. I now invite the Shraddhanandam sir. Dr. Shraddhanandam sir, please few words about this webinar and your close friend. Thank you, sir. Please carry on, sir. Shraddhanandam sir.
Hello.
Sir.
Good afternoon, all. So today the Department of Botany conducted a wonderful webinar by Sucharan, J. Sucharan from Kamareddy. So before going to respond on today's webinar, I'd like to give you some information, on today's guest, J. Sucharan. So Sucharan is very lucid and assertive attitude towards the learning and teaching, and also standing the students in the good position. Actually, what I've seen during my 2 years of period in Kamareddy is very dedicated teacher and very sincere teacher. And also I'd like to tell that the Kamareddy is one of the unique college where forestry course is available to the student community. So there is no the forestry course, and particularly the existence and expansion of the forestry course is completely, that credit goes to the what is Sucharan sir only. Sucharan sir he is the main source to the forestry course in Kamareddy College, and that is some of the words on Sucharan sir today. And also when coming to the today's webinar, that he has covered many areas. When I am enter into this webinar, I learned so many things. Particularly, I thought that there is a clear interrelationship between forestry, economics, and also botany here. So he covered many areas like size of land, trees, plantation, animals, and cattle. Okay, home garden, flower. Okay, and also apiculture with trees, agroforest, irrigation, multiple woodlands. Okay, so different areas he covered which are mostly connected to the economics. And also he has given an important statement that is more at present the agriculture is very denied sector, very neglected area. Most of the farmers are not interested, and also civil society also not showing interest toward the farming. But in his words, what is one of the best occupation is farming, because there is no owner and there is no pressure. So these words I like very much, and he given a wonderful webinar which is very useful to the not only to the science students but also the social science students also. Particularly, I congratulate Sucharan, and also I'm very thankful to the Sucharan, thankful to the Department of Botany for conducting such wonderful or very useful program today. Thank you, madam. Thank you, madam.
Some of the faculty members outside the college.
మేడం మాట్లాడండి మీరు.
Hello. Yeah, Dr. Swarnadevi ma'am. Please can you give the feedback?
Hello.
Hello, Dr. Swarnadevi ma'am.
Hello, ma. I'm audible. Maraj.
Yes,
Maraj.
yes, ma'am. Yeah. You can.
Good afternoon, everybody. This is Dr. Suvarna Devi, the alumni of the Autonomous College. I'm heartily congratulating Department of Botany, Maharaj and Shailaja Madam, Dr. Rani Ma'am, Murali, and other staff members. A special thanks and congrats to Shamsundar HOD sir. My hearty congrats to Principal Dr. Chalasan Prasad sir and Vice Principal Hussain sir. A wonderful lecture given by Sucharan sir. He delivered and enlightened many words with his from soil, plants, Each and everything he covered. He enlightened us. Many words we know about that. By his speech, Raitu, Raju, there is no subordinate, there is no officer, there is no manager, there is no slave. He enlightened us. The kingdom, he gave importance to the farmers and agriculture. Thank you, sir. Congrats, once again, I am congratulating Department of Botany. Thank you. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for your feedback. Now, I'd like to invite Adla Shalaja, ma'am. Please give her feedback regarding this webinar.
Okay, thank you, Mira. First of all, good afternoon to all. And I would like to congratulate the team of botany faculty and HOD of botany department, Mr. Sham Sundar Garu, and your principal, Dr. Dynamic Principal, Dr. C.H. Garu. So after that, you conducted an excellent and wonderful informative presentation, botany team. And the present scenario, agroforestry awareness, knowledge is essential to know everyone. And I would like to special thanks to resource person J. Sucharan Garu. Sir, I heard your name, but just today webinar only I met you online. So it's very wonderful talk, sir. So from the beginning till end of the lecture, it is very excellent, sir. You completely give a good manner way how to we understand the agroforestry. So geographical area, like how much we are growing the forestry and how much we are cultivating the crops and what is the concept of the agroforestry and definition of the agroforestry and its main features and the agroforestry council, that is ICRAF, and the classification of agroforestry, that is like agri-silviculture, silvopastoral, agro-silvopastoral, and other systems like apiculture, aquaforestry, multi-purpose wood and allied cropping and soil erosion. How do we restrict and what is shelter belt and how to make the home gardens and how to make the leaf litter to organic, the fertilizer and agroecological zones, that is biotic and abiotic in the ecological zone. And after that, the benefits of the agroforestry, that is in criteria wise, environmental, economical, social. So it's a very wonderful webinar, sir. We enlightened by your complete lecture, sir. So finally, you explains for the youth, the farming is the good employment for the youth who are educated and how to we completely remove the monocropping and how do we cultivate the multi-purpose, the multitasking cropping. So thank you very much once and all the team of the botany. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, team of the botany.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for your wonderful feedback. Now, I would like to request students' feedback. Sridhar Reddy, please.
Respected organizers and resource person of the session, Sucharan sir. Good morning, everyone. Myself, I am Smita Reddy. Sir, initially I used to have many doubts regarding this topic, sir, and the terms also. We have, I am resident of Siddipet, sir. We have Miyawaki garden in Siddipet, where I had doubt regarding that why these plants are planted in that clumsy manner and in so heavy way. But after today's session, I got clarified that, sir. Thank you for that, sir. And we also try to ensure that this information will be passed to many unaware by means of us. Thank you for giving us this information, sir.
May I request Dr. Rani ma'am to continue the session. Please, ma'am.
Hello, anyone from participants, faculty or students, please Okay, now it's time to vote of thanks.
Madam, good afternoon.
Sir, Tirupati sir, please welcome. Sorry.
Okay, good afternoon.
Okay.
Nice to meet you and hearty
Thank you.
congratulations regarding of this webinar. This not a state level webinar, madam. This is a national webinar because of so many faculty members are enlightened from this wonderful webinar regarding of agriculture related to agro-forestry and very useful for future generations also, and which is very useful for self-employment. Today itself we are facing lots of problem regarding of employment, so this webinar is very useful for self-employment youth. So unemployed youth eagerly waiting for employment. So today's webinar, I hope it is very helpful for their self-employment and well settled in their this field. And sir has Sucharan sir stated that agriculture is not a backward or what we can say, అగ్రికల్చర్ అనేటువంటిది వెనుకబడినటువంటిది, అదేవిధంగా ఇది లాభం లేనటువంటిది అనేటువంటి ఒక భావన సొసైటీలో ఉంది. బట్ అగ్రికల్చర్ ఇస్ వెరీ వెరీ యూస్ఫుల్ అండ్ వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్ సెక్టర్. So without agriculture, we are unable to eat. Even the single person live today because of agriculture. Continuation process, and so many innovative practices are involvement in this agriculture and technology. So developed technology used in agriculture in the field of agro-forestry, and also sir has already quoted that monoculture and polyculture. So not only a single method, applying for a single method for cultivating, so many new applications are useful for benefit, economically benefited by the farmer. So this is very very useful regarding of the not only faculty members but also students and even unemployed also they are very useful for this webinar. And my personal request is please you put it this lecture in YouTube. So many participants, and the number of participants, they may not participated regarding of today is the last day for the junior colleges and schools. So that's why they are unable to join in this webinar. And myself, degree colleges online, our colleges are in online classes same time. So that's why result of the faculty members unable to join in this webinar. So that's why this is very helpful for the listening whenever they are free, and which is very useful. And lastly, I am hearty congratulate to Department of Botany, Government Degree College Autonomous Siddipet, and also very thankful to you, Sucharan sir, enlighten us very effectively and elaborately. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity, wonderful opportunity. Thank you very much for organizers. Thanks a lot. Okay, madam.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for your wonderful feedback. And already we all are prepare video also, sir. YouTube live stream also. Majority of our students
Okay,
also may
one
not
more
be
important
joined in this.
request, Madam Ji.
Sir.
Tomorrow, our college, Government Degree College for Women, Jagityal, is going to organize for national webinar on Intellectual Property Rights Day. So World
Sir.
Intellectual Property Rights Day today on 26th April. So on the occasion of this day, we will going to conduct one national webinar tomorrow sharp 11 a.m. I have already sent without your permission in our WhatsApp group also. So that's
Okay,
why
sir.
I'm saying apology, but
No problem,
this is
sir.
very helpful for
Thank you, sir.
research
Can we participate, sir,
scholars
tomorrow?
and lecturers, faculty members, and other innovative persons. So that's why I'm requesting you, please you
We are also forward in our friends also, sir. We
forward
join,
in our
sure,
friends
sir.
and also this group also. So so tomorrow sharp AM 11 AM we will going to organize, madam. Thank
Okay,
you very
sir.
much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Sure, sir. We are also joining that. Anyone else? Okay, now it is the time to vote of thanks. Please, I invite our organizing committee member, one of the Murali sir, Murali Vardelli. Please continue your vote of thank you.
Thank you, madam. Good afternoon, everyone. I am Murali Vardelli, lecturer in botany, Government Degree College, Autonomous Siddipet. One-day state level webinar on restoration of agriculture through Agro-Forestry, conducted by Department of Botany, Government Degree College, Autonomous Siddipet. We thankful to who gave the permission for organize the state level webinar. Right? Chairperson and principal of this college, Dr. C.H. Prasad sir, and vice principal of this college, Dr. Hussain sir. Thanking you, sir. And also thankful to our senior faculty member, Dr. Bhavani madam. Thanking you, madam. We thankful to this program convener and head Department of Botany, Sri M. Shyam Sundar sir. Thanking you, sir. We thankful to our college IQAC coordinator, Dr. Madhusudan sir, and science academic coordinator, Sri Salim Pasha sir, and arts coordinator, Dr. Gopala Sudarshanam sir. And also thankful to all of the faculty of this faculty members of this college. Thanking you to all my faculty members, and special thanks to today one-day state level webinar on restoration of agriculture through Agro-Forestry resource person J. Sucharan sir, lecturer in forestry, botany and Department of Forestry, Government Arts and Science College, Kamareddy. And special thanks to who participated in this webinar, my dear friends and assistant professors, lecturers, scholars, and dear students. And also special thanks to my friend, Dr. Shraddhanandam sir, economics lecturer, who gave the support for this one-day state level webinar. And thankful to organizing committee, Department of Botany, Sri Murali Vardelli, Amiraj Fatima madam, Dr. A. Shailaja madam, and Dr. K. Rani madam. And also thanks to who participated in this webinar, my dear students of this college. And thanks to Department of Botany non-teaching staff, Durga and Lakshmama. Thank you. Thank you to everyone. Okay, thank you, Andy. ఇంతటితో ఈ కార్యక్రమం ముగిసినట్టుగా తెలియజేస్తున్నాము. ఫీడ్బ్యాక్ ని ఆల్రెడీ చాట్ బాక్స్ లో ఇవ్వడం జరిగింది. అదే విధంగా మీకు ఈ ఫీడ్బ్యాక్ ఫామ్ ని వాట్సాప్ గ్రూప్ లో ఇస్తాము. ఎవరైతే మీకు సర్టిఫికెట్ రాలేదో, ఒకవేళ సర్టిఫికెట్ రాని వాళ్ళు ఉన్నట్లయితే వాట్సాప్ గ్రూప్ లో కాంటాక్ట్ అవ్వచ్చు, లేదా డైరెక్ట్ గా కాల్ చేసి కూడా మాట్లాడవచ్చు. థ్యాంక్ యూ ఎవ్రీవన్.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Ananda.
Thank you, sir.
Special thanks to Sucharan sir. Please.